Hi, I'm John Conway, co-director at Lauterstein-Conway School, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about massage tables. We want every student to have a table to practice with, and in some cases you can arrange to borrow someone's table. But if you are going to do massage for a living, you're going to need a table sooner or later. And people have asked us in the past if we would handle table sales because they want to be able to come to the school and get a table from us. That way they know who they got it from, and if they have any problems, they know who to bring it back to. If you're intending to buy a table from us, you will be getting some materials that will give you information about what we offer and brochures on the various tables. And those will be available from Heidi if you want to pick those up. If you think you're going to buy a used table somewhere else, or if you want to look for a table on the internet, this should still be valuable for you because I want to give you some information about what to look for in a table and what to watch out for. So, I'm going to start by mentioning that the spreadsheet you can get from us offers you 4 different tables that we can get for you. And in every case, they are bundled into packages. All packages are the same in terms of what they include. And one thing they include is a carry case for the table. And I just wanted to show you a couple reasons why I recommend getting a carry case. One is the fabric that these are made of is very tough, and so if you want to move your table around, the likelihood of tearing it by running into something sharp is reduced a lot if you have it in a cover. Also, if you have to store it anywhere or if you have to carry it out in the weather, this helps to keep your table clean. The most important reason probably is a matter of biomechanics or ergonomics. If you're going to carry this table, it probably weighs about 30 pounds minimum. If you pick up by the handles that are on the table itself, it's hard on your shoulder, particularly if you're going up or down stairs or if you're going in and out of doors. With these carry cases, they're designed so you can put your head through, pick up the table, and then you can carry the weight of the table with your legs, and basically you just use your hands to direct where the table's going. This is a lot easier on you. So if you're going to move your table much at all, you'll definitely want a carry case for it. Do some comparisons on different tables now, and this will follow along with some literature that's available from us that talks about factors to consider when you're looking to buy a table. Primary factor in a massage table is the comfort of the table. Your table can do a lot of work for you when the client lies down. If they're comfortable on the table, that's a good thing. If they're uncomfortable on your table, that's not a good thing. So features that relate to comfort, I'd say the most important thing is having an adjustable face rest. Some tables come without a face rest at all. Some tables come with standard just a fixed face rest that's not adjustable. And then you also have the option to have a face rest that is adjustable, that you can change the positions on, mainly the angle of the person's head. So there's just a simple catch here that you can do, and then you can raise this thing up or down or change the angle. So that's probably the key thing in client comfort. The other thing is, if you are looking at used tables, you need to realize that one of the main features of comfort, but one of the things that wears out on massage tables eventually, is the foam component itself. With a used table, you can always buy a new cushion. And this is probably the most important padding of the whole table, is the place where the person's forehead is going to go. So, but if you buy a table that's 10 or 12 years old, just be aware that it's not going to be as comfortable as it was the day it was made, because the foam eventually does off-gas and become hard. Okay. With new tables, you can check out the specifications of the foam system, and on the spreadsheet that we have that describes the tables we offer, we have the specifications of the foam systems. They're usually between 2 and 3 inches thick. So that's a feature to consider. I've mentioned the foam component of the tables. Probably the heaviest component in the table, perhaps after the hardwood of the frame and the plywood of the platform, is the foam system itself. Some people are concerned about the weight of the table, and most tables are typically around 32 pounds. However, some people who are going to do portable practice would prefer to have a lighter table. So all the companies make lightweight tables, and typically one of the ways they make them lighter is to make the foam thinner. So you have to be aware there's a trade-off between comfort and weight, and investigate the table that you're interested in and see if it's still comfortable if it's a lightweight table. The stability of the table mainly has to do with the plywood platform itself. Ergonomically, if you're making your living by putting pressure on people's bodies, when you push on them, if the platform they're lying on moves away from you, you have to chase them down to the bottom, and then your pressure is applied to them. So choices for the table makers are to use very thick plywood on the top, or to use a thinner plywood and then put reinforcement in it. And in this table, which is an Earthlight table, the Earthlight that we offer, you can see underneath here they have a fairly lightweight plywood, but then they have these reinforcing ribs under there. And the result of that is this plywood doesn't deflect very much. If you put pressure on the top, it doesn't go down very much. So any table you look at, you want to consider how stable it is in that regard. And one of the pieces of paper we give you has tests that you can do on massage tables. And one of them is called the butt bounce. And this basically involves sitting on the table and bouncing up and down. When you sit on the table, you go down through the foam and you finally reach the bottom layer of foam. And then the question is this platform more like a trampoline, or is it more like a solid tabletop? And the more solid it is, the better it is for you, the therapist. It doesn't matter to the client. It feels the same to them. So this table doesn't have much give to it because of these reinforcing ribs. And this is our Strong Light Deluxe table. It has similar ribs to that, so it has about the same platform rigidity. This table is the standard Strong Light table. This is the one that we offer a voucher for if you pay a lot of tuition in advance. I just want to mention it does not have the ribs under there. So when you do the bounce test on this table, you get a lot more bounce than you do on either of these tables. Otherwise, on this piece of paper, it speaks about the price of the table. What we've tried to do by offering you a range of tables you can get from us is to hit everybody's budget. I would say the best value for the money of what we offer would be this Strong Light Deluxe table. This is the least expensive, this is less expensive than the Earthlight, which is the most expensive one that we offer. This Strong Light Standard is the cheapest one on the sheet that we offer. It'll work fine for you if your budget is such that this is the table you want to get. It was manufactured in order to be in competition with tables you can buy at Sam's Club or tables you can buy at Walmart that are not made in this country. This table is made in the USA, and it is comparable, probably better value for the money than those other tables. But it's not as good as these other tables here. So if you have some extra money, for $100, you can get the Strong Light Deluxe table, and I think it's a lot of value for your money to get that one. If you like the features of the Earthlight, it's got rounded corners, it's got a little bit softer fabric on the top. It's a little better design in terms of how it looks. But the serviceability of these two tables is probably the same. It's just a question, if you have a little extra money in your budget and you like the way this table looks, you may want to get this one. Another feature of the packages we offer is the bolster. Typically in massage, when the person is face down, you want something to be under their ankles to stabilize their leg and to take pressure off their ankles and their knees. Typically when a person turns over, we move the bolster up under their knees. This helps to relax the low back and relax the abdominal musculature a little bit. So just want to mention that our packages also include, in addition to the table, the face rest, and the carry case, they all include a bolster. I want to show you two other tests that you can do on tables that are detailed in the literature. One of them is called the one knee test. This is primarily a test of the foam, and it just involves getting on the table and putting all your weight on one leg and feeling how your knee bottoms out on the plywood. This really tests primarily the deepest layer of foam to see if it cushions enough so that the person doesn't feel the plywood. And you know, if you're only testing one table, you probably won't have anything to compare to. But if you're in a place where there are a number of different tables and you want to see which one's more comfortable, this is something you can do, and you can feel the difference from one table to another. The other test is called the rock and roll test. This basically involves pushing the table end to end and across the side to see if there's a lot of give in the table. You probably won't find a brand new massage table that's going to give when you do these tests, but if you're possibly going to buy a used table, this would be something that might reveal for you if there's a glue joint that's come loose on the table. If somebody's been using a table for a while and it's loose, it's liable to break, and you probably wouldn't want to buy that table in that case. I wanted to mention warranty. Typically, if you buy a used table from somebody, the warranty that they got when they bought the table from the manufacturer will not convey to you. Nowadays, the manufacturers are starting to sell tables, and they will transfer the warranty to the second owner. But if the table's, you know, several years old, you probably won't get the warranty with it, and that's just something you should know. The tables we sell are standard size, 30 inches wide, 73 inches long. If you're looking at used tables and you find a wider table, I'd say unless you're 6 feet tall or taller, I would not recommend buying a wider table, because ergonomically for you, it's hard on your low back to have to lean across that table. Even an inch or two can make a difference. So I would stick with the 30 by 73 standard table size. If you have any questions about the tables that we offer, feel free to call the front desk of the school. The receptionist there can answer questions. She's quite familiar with these tables, and she does the ordering. If you order a table from us, it typically takes a week to 10 days to get it in. They do ship them to the school because the shipping is cheaper than going to a residence, and also might be safer in case you're gone in the daytime. So call us if you have questions, and if we can be helpful in any way, we want to get you started with a good table. So we look forward to having you as a student. Thanks very much.